Those of you who know me well will know that I am obsessed with this Snapchat filter right now. This isn't, to me, a filter. This is a lifestyle choice, and I am this person. I feel anxious about the future because I know that this Snapchat filter, I know that Snapchat won't be around forever, but I know the ability to become this dude is something I massively don't take for granted at all, by any means. And the fact that it's hard, because with Snapchat they ration out the filters. I'm just talking to the people of the future here who don't know what Snapchat is. They ration out the filters and they change them up daily, so you can't pick your favourite on demand, which is so unusual in 2019. Anyway, my point is that in 2019, the idea that you couldn't get anything on demand is just unheard of. So Snapchat have absolutely cornered the market there for... It's just a very original take in an on-demand society. And so I'm petrified about the day they decide to no longer do this filter at all, or to no longer exist at all. I cannot download it as software. There's no way of keeping it, buying it. You're just completely at the mercy of Snapchat. And I will do anything, Snapchat, if you're watching, I will do anything to try and secure permanent, lifelong access to this filter, because it's a person. If you work for Snapchat, or you know anyone who does, or you know any contacts there, or means of contact, please send me a DM, because I need to discuss the permanent purchase and ownership and right to be my favourite Snapchat filter character of all time. To me, it's no longer about an amusing 2 minutes spent exchanging funny messages with someone. To me, this is about identity. I would grieve the loss of this person. This is more than a filter. I don't even know what the name of this filter is. I've never known. I always think it has a sort of going to the Oscars feeling, but also a bit of a sort of maybe a Bee Gees vibe. Noel Edmonds, Sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood, the 90s version. I feel I'm forgetting someone obvious. Beadle's About. All these influential characters are who I'm channeling here. And I find it... my inside number 9, because I do often feel as though I resemble Rhys Smith when I have this filter on. Not outright resemble Rhys. I would say... I don't know what it is. It's something to do with the energy of Rhys. I feel like... And not Rhys at work. I would never presume that I could ever channel that. But it feels sort of like a evening Rhys. The evening Rhys filter. I feel like he's gone out. He's probably won. He's got a BAFTA nomination. He doesn't really want to go, but his agent says, no, you need to go to this one. Good idea. He goes, oh, all right then. You going to Steve Pemberton? He goes, yeah. So they go, and he's got, it's black tie, and he's sort of, that's how I feel in this filter. I'm trying to think who else. There's a few other key figures that spring to mind when I put this on. I think thespian, the thespian at the Oscars filter. There's something thespian about this filter. I feel like a sort of a Shakespearean actor from the 1990s. George Michael, of course, the obvious one. George Michael during his Jesus to a Child kind of phase. Spin the Wheel. Don't know if anyone remembers Spin the Wheel, but there's definitely a feeling of that. If you haven't used this filter before and you're a fan of Spin the Wheel, I think you'll feel George Michael shooting through you briefly when you first pop up on the screen. So, Snapchat, I need to speak to you about the permanent installation of this filter on my phone for reasons of mental health and human rights. You can't keep teasing me like this. I can't only be myself on the days that you decide to put this up. It's just not on. Kind of a UK daddy dominant. I'm getting a feeling of, I'm getting a BDSM feel, but of quite a dominant male, a daddy dom. Is it the daddy dom filter? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I don't think it would be. I think there'd be a slightly different lower part if it was. I mean, I don't mean a significant lower part, a leather waistcoat or something. Or no, if it's a daddy dom, it would be a sort of business shirt and tie, wouldn't it? So, I'm waiting for the ability to buy this filter because I don't even know the name of this person. This person exists as a real separate entity to myself, and I need to ensure on demand, even if only to just occasionally have the option of channeling it. It's important to me. There are countless others who I think influence this filter, and who I feel I connect with when I become, for some reason I want to call him Maurice. On that note, goodbye from me, Maurice. Yeah, it fits. I can't unsee it now. I can't unsee that this person is Maurice. Surname to be decided.